We start tonight, though, with this shocking look inside Washington, D.C.'s 9th Street Tunnel. This is the charred aftermath of a Metrobus fire that sent thick black smoke towering over the city. You can see all that tile from the ceiling and walls crumbled on the ground. And here's what the scene looked like just about 24 hours ago. All right, you just heard that explosion while the bus was engulfed in flames. Fortunately, no one was on board, and the driver did get out okay. Now, other drivers in the tunnel ditched their cars to escape. Two of the southbound lanes have since reopened about an hour ago, and our Washington, D.C. reporter Felicia Ashley is at the scene with new details on the investigation.
The lanes under the 9th Street Tunnel are expected to partially reopen by the night. We learned that 2 lanes will reopen, 1 will remain closed, so they can continue working on some of the lighting repairs. Now, if you are taking this route, they said you should also expect some delays as well as traffic, so you may want to consider an alternate path. But we do know that there have been some fixes made, that there have been some security checks, and it will reopen for drivers. Take a look at these new photos from inside the aftermath of the 9th Street Tunnel. This is a picture of the bus once the flames were put out. You can see all of the tile from the top and the sides of the tunnel on the ground, and the amount of damage inside shut the tunnel down. Sharon Kirschbaum runs the Department of Transportation for the district. She explains why it took so long to reopen the tunnel.
The good news, the structure and steel beams are secure. There was no structural damage to the tunnel. There was, however, significant heat, and that meant that all of the tiles on the ceiling and the walls actually fell to the ground. So overnight, we cleared all of the debris, and there are still a number of tiles and elements of concrete that are loose, and we are focused on removing any of the hanging and loose concrete and tile to make sure that when we open it up, we don't have to worry about things falling on the vehicles.
Take a look at the massive amount of smoke that filled the tunnel and went above the Capitol. Metro General Manager Randy Clark said the bus that caught fire was a hybrid diesel using both electric and gas. Metro General Manager Randy Clark said the bus that caught fire was a hybrid diesel using both electric and gas. We asked DC Fire why and how this bus caught on fire in the middle of the night in the 9th Street Tunnel. As of this moment, all DC Metro has said is that they believe it was a mechanical issue. On top of that, though, they said this very bus was inspected in March and that it passed all of its inspections. So it says it's going to go back and re-review those reports. Now, those other buses, it's about 31 of them that are also hybrid buses, the same as the one that caught fire. They said they're going to pull those out of the routes and the circulation within DC to also review and inspect those buses. Now, reporting from Northwest DC, Felicia Ashley, 7 News.
Well, and it has been a bad week for public transportation.